I am really late because, well, somebody was coming by today and I had some company come by. And then I wasn't feeling too well, but I said I would do my live later today. So here I am. And I'm just gonna, I have made some cards in Design Space. Let me get this open up here so I can see if anybody's joined me for chit chat. Um, oh, here we go with that. Do not disturb not being on again. That ought to be fun, huh? Oh, come on. That do. That's just part of my intro, I guess, now. Anyway, so I made some designs in Cricut Design Space, and then I flattened them. I made them print and cuts and printed them out. And so now I'm cutting them. Denise! So now I'm cutting them. Hey, Christopher! To be card fronts. Let me show you. So I went in Design Space, and I was playing around, and I took different shapes and stuff. I have the files to make these so that I can cut out the actual things and then like make them actual layered. But then I was like, well, why don't you just flatten it, Linda, and print it and see what it looks like? So that's what I did. So I've got this card base, and then I got this one, and they just need to be mounted onto the cards. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm just cutting them, and you know, I was playing in the Cricut, but here's the others that I did. So what was happening was, remember the die, the Stamps of Life die that I had, and I used this thing here, but I didn't have the words, so I made my own words for the card that I made, which I did a little video to show that. And, Christopher, Bone Tired is Denise when I say hi to Denise. I believe she's at work, so she may not answer right away if you say something to her. You know, she may be on rounds or doing stuff. She's an RN at a hospital, so. So here's another one. I just got to cut it out. And then, you know, I've been watching Spellbinders and stuff with the classic mouse. Guys, I want those dies, but them things are so expensive. I just can't justify $36 on a set of die right now. So I went in Design Space. I'm like, there's Mickey Mouse and stuff in there. And I found Minnie and Mickey. And I put them, and I found a background that I liked. And then I took and I made, so I can cut all this out individually and piece it together. I didn't feel like doing all that. So I flattened it and printed it. And that'll be a card base. And then for Craft Roulette, you know, we usually do our Craft Roulette cards on Saturday. I'm cheating. I designed it in Design Space, and I'm printing it. And I'll explain all of this when we get to putting this one together. But for right now, thank you. But for right now, I'm cutting. So where you're going to hear a lot of chomp, 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 chomp. Chomper Dumper is going to be working. So I'm cutting them apart right now. And I thought I sized everything to a perfect A2 size, but I don't think I did. The reason I say that is because those ones over there, I'll show you the measurements in a minute. But, so this is what I'm doing. I was doing this, and I was like, well, Linda, you told them you'd go live later today. So I'm just cutting. The Cricut would cut all these out for me if it was working properly, but it's not. So I can still do the print part. I just can't do the Cricut cut it part. So I'm cutting it. And like I said, they're just card mats. So I'm like, well, I can do that. I can measure my card mats and stuff. So I'm just cutting the registration marks. That's what those black lines are. See, so just go like that. All right. Now I'm wondering if one of my has a heart that'll cover that. Because that'll make a perfect, let's work on that for the Craft Roulette card. Do they remind you of Monster Inc? Cool. Yeah, they're just little monsters. I typed in Design Space, I typed in cute monsters, and that was one of them that came up. It came, and then I went in and I changed the color and, you know, duplicated it so that I had 4 different ones. And then I just took, I was originally going to take and make little cards for them to hold in their hands. And I was like, oh, I like the way that's behind them like that. This is what I want to be the card on the card part. So I have to turn this into, so I have to add a little front to that to be the card. So I need a heart that size. I don't know if I have one in the die. I may have to do that. I may have to. But for the craft roulette card, it was, what the heck was our project? I don't even remember what the project was, y'all. My picture's in my phone, but the colors is unicorn themed, so that's why the pink, blue, purple, green. You know, when you think about those unicorns with the colorful manes, I think it was Unicorn Farm as the color. And then, oh, the project was card on card. And then we needed a light. So I would need a light source. I need some kind of light on here. And then, what was the last thing? I don't remember. I don't remember, guys. Yeah, I got lights, card on card lights, Unicorn Farm, labels. It needs a label. Okay. This card's not gonna work for that. That'll have to be something that I do. That's where my brain was though when I designed this one. Because my brain was like, let's see. I have hearts. Let's see if I have heart dies. I don't know if any of these will same size as that. I didn't measure and think like that out. I didn't think in advance like that. These hearts don't match. So like, that's too small. I thought I got all the clay off. I used these to make clay bits and pieces. Look at this. I still got clay all over my dies, guys. Because I took these and I took polymer clay and I rolled them out. And, no, glitter was not one of the things. I can make one. The monsters are from, Design Space. I just haven't been feeling it. I just haven't been feeling it. It's like I went in Design Space and I was stuck on Mickey Mouse. That's where I've been. My brain is stuck after watching Debbie J put Mickey Mouse together and watching other creators play with Mickey Mouse. That's where my brain is. And it's like I can't get off of it. But if I take and I put a heart like this, like that one will cover it. And I can make it a hinge and it can become a little card on a card. And then we can make a label. Making a label's not that hard. This right here would be a label. We could die cut that out and that would become a label. I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. You ever do that? You ever, like, sit down at your desk and you're like, yeah, let me go back to cutting because I'm going to cut a heart out real quick, though, for that. So you guys can get an idea where my brain was. You guys can somewhat see where I was thinking. So if I take and cut a heart out. Yeah, I can add glitter to it and stuff. I don't know where my glitter pens are, though. I'm telling you guys, I rearranged and cleaned in here, and I don't know where nothing's at anymore. I have a sparkle pen somewhere. I can just put some glossy gel over it and throw glitter in there. And that'll give us the glitter. I'm like, oh. Look, now we can make that a tag with a heart shape. We can make a little window tag with that if we decide to, or not. Look, put that over there. The This has to go back with the other hearts. I get that way with my digis and my cards as well. Yeah, do you, Christopher? Yeah, I'm that's how I am today. I'm like, but I promised I would come live out to later today, so I'm keeping my promise. Well, I didn't promise, but I told everybody in the community post that I posted that I would be here later today. So, and these hearts are old, close to my hearts. And I just stuck them in my, these right here are the heart shaker windows, which I showed these prior. These are my favorites for Valentine's Day time. Season. Anyway, so if I take this, right, I put it right about there. You don't see the pink heart. And then I can just take this is my don't really feel like crafting. I don't even need a big hinge, just a little hinge. Just a little hinge. We're just going to fold that in half. Nothing. This is simple, easy peasy like this, guys. Look. Put some glue there. Put the hinge so that the opening is going towards the inside. I'm just going to glue that right there like that. And then we got to remember to carefully line this back up. We're going to put some glue right here. I'm going to line this back up so it covers that heart up all the way so you don't see it when this is closed. There we go. Ta-da! And now you have a card. Well, on the card. I'm not really thrilled with that, but, you know. It needs to be trimmed down also. And it needs some lights. Ooh, this would be perfect for, we can make the monster's eyes light up. All right, let me measure this down. I think I made this one to be a 5x7. So this is probably going to be bigger than I want it to be, but we're going to say it's a 5x7. So, and I'm not doing really good measurements right now. I'm just trimming off as much of the white as I can without messing up the design. And then we'll add a mat under it. And these little monsters are adorable, aren't they? There we go. Let's get us a piece of cardstock for the background. I think we'll use the light purple. Yeah, I have all kinds of sentiments that I can make a label with. I don't really have a monster one, but I have a Cricut Joy. Guys, if my brain will let me get creative. Alright, so for a 5x7, it needs to be 10. I need to cut this to 10x7, so I need my other trimmer for this. So I said to myself, yes. Cut this down to 10. So we're going to go 10. By 7. then we're going to score it on the 5. This is kind of a big card, y'all. I don't make big cards generally. Then we're going to get our scoreboard, our huge giant scoreboard out. I guess we don't put wrinkles or nothing on it. And then we're going to score it at 5. This will be the fastest card you've ever seen me make. The goal is to have a border. So, little purple border. So, hopefully I have that. We'll find out in a minute. So, we're going to have it so it's landscape. If it was like this, it would be portrait. Like this is landscape. Get that out of your way, Linda. And then this will just go like that. Oh, yeah. See, I like that. And then we can add little hearts and stuff to it. But we need a light. And a label. Lights and a label. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull this up because I want to do something different. Can I do that without messing it up too bad? Yeah, I'm going to cover that up. I'm going to cut another heart like this out. Because I'm going to make it an actual little card. Make sure I got the right die. Yeah. Hum. I wonder what everybody's doing today. It's Saturday. Is it? Denise, you would know this better than me. I was watching Teresa and Ronnie. I told Teresa, too, about Beverly and why I can't watch her all the time. Because I just can't. It's like, it's been a year, almost a year now. We're going right on a year. And it's still hard to see people, to see Teresa. She looks so much like Beverly and sounds like her and personality. It's like Teresa's grammar is a little bit better, but Beverly was a hoot, and Teresa seems that way too. But if you don't know who I'm talking about, y'all, I'm talking about the Traveling Gilberts. The lady's name is Teresa on there. Oh, really? You're coloring a kitten clatter coloring page? Cool. You practicing with the classes and stuff? There'll be a line in my heart. I'm not worried about it. I like that better than the hinge like that. I think it'll open better. So I said to myself, I keep saying that. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I'm here by myself all day, talking to myself. Counting flowers on the wall. That don't bother me at all. In the tear till dawn with a deck of 41. And Captain Kangaroo, so don't tell me I have nothing to do. There we go. There's our card. There's our card. That's an actual card, in my opinion. Okay. Don't ask me why I like that better, but I do. I don't know, bow tie do. The bow tie song. All right. And then we just hide the heart right there. And then we can put something in there, stamp something in there if we want later. I got to start figuring out where all my stamps are. I don't know exactly what stamps I have available in my... So if I was like to make the eyes, like lights come off of... I don't know, y'all. Don't know. That's what today's title should have been. I just don't know. I don't know, do you? Quick, easy cards. Just have the Cricut. Design it in Cricut and then print it and go. Just print it and go. There we go. Y'all know. Y'all know I'm about to do this, right? Do you remember when the you had our kids were little? Those that have kids, and they had those little glowworms. So if you squeezed them, they lit up. We can just say those are glowing monsters. Okay, that needs to be popped. But should I color their eyes yellow so that it represents the light? No. Maybe I should just add heart lights. I don't know. Let's do... I keep looking behind me. They're not behind me anymore. Let's do a light yellow. A very light yellow. Just a very light yellow. Just to represent that those are lights. Their eyes are lights. When they get squeezed from being hugged, they light up. Oh, you can't... I can't see that. Can y'all see that? I can't see that. Let's go medium. I think I might have to get mine. Yeah, that don't look bad, huh? I'm going to try the dark one, though, on the other guys. So when you hug the monsters, the cute little monster girls, they're going to give you big light. They're going to give you light. They're going to light up your life. You light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. I do have the Love Pop dies coming, so we'll get to I will have monster dies to play with, so those of you that got it last year from Spellbinders can break them out, and we can make some Valentines with those once they get here. If I start feeling like die cutting and stuff, I might pull out the otters. They would have been cute. Owls, otters. Hi, Kimberly. The light in the eyes is perfect. Oh, thank you. Yeah, see? The monsters light up our life. I'm telling you guys, I was lazy and I was like, I don't want to piece these together. I didn't want to have to try to fit the little things in. And so I did what they call flatten it. Because everything was a layer and it would have all cut individually. But then I just flattened it down I made it a printable image, and I printed it off, and voila, here we are. So, the eyes are the light. So, we got a card. On the card, we got the lights. We got unicorn colors. Unicorn colors. Label. I need a label still. Um. Think, Linda. Think. Denise, you're probably making rounds. You probably can't hear or read it right now, but Miss Kimberly Lavelle is here, and she says, "Hi, Denise." With bunches and bunches. I'm not usually live at this time of night. Actually, it's usually Eddie's usual suspects. There's no usual suspects tonight, I think, right? Since Eddie's out. Eddie and Ryan are out to sea. So I was like, well, I said I would do my live later, so here I am. I need a label. Okay, let me look at these stamp sets behind me. You know what would be have a good size label for that? Would be something from Lawn Fawn. Let's pull out our Lawn Fawn box. And see my Lawn Fawn box? And let's look in here. I have a cute little Valentine stamp in here from them. It's an add-on to this So Stinking Sweet or something like that. What is this? Where did I get that? I don't know. Okay, I don't know where that came from. I'm going through these and I'm finding things that I'm like, where'd that come from? I don't remember it. Guys, y'all have to remind me to play with these little ones. The Spring Friends. I have yet to make a card with these guys. Of course not today, but you know what I mean. Later, down the road. I need y'all to help me remember this stuff. Where are they? Where's the So Stinking Sweet little... Well, here's our... Look, we can add sparkle. There's our little unicorn stamp. Alright, Lawn Fawn. Where is the skunks? So Stinking Sweet add-on. Where are you? There you are. Look, my Happy Valentine's Day is not in there. But the I love you's there. And we can put that on the inside of this card. Okay, let's see what other cute little tiny things I have in here. Oh, I forgot about that too. Guys, I'm telling you, I forget about all this stuff. Will that work as a label? Passing meds at me in your ear. You're going to be needing them if you keep doing that. You're going to be needing meds yourself if you keep doing that. What is that? Why is that sticking like that? Stop doing that. Hello, baby. I love you. Yay. Now, where's that happy birthday go? Oh, guys, I'm the worst at keeping happy birthday to... Is that happy or happy? And many more. Alright, I think that's gonna work. It is cute, right? The lawn fawn has got perfect stuff for little things. Let's get us a... This was supposed to be just a slap it together and you're done. I have a smaller acrylic block, but Lazy Linda doesn't want to look for it. So, we could give them strawberries and a box of hearts, and we could give them all kinds of stuff if we wanted to. If we wanted to. That's key. Here we go. But I love you. I need to find my Happy Valentine's Day stamp. So I got that on there. It's upside down, I think. Ink it up. Ink it up, up, up. Ink it up, up, up. Ink it up, up, up. It's a card. Ta-da! I need to go into the Cricut and design one that says, "You light up my life." 'Cause you light up my life. So I find, for those of you that know my fried chicken story dilemma, I finally got some fried chicken. I still feel like I need some, we need some sparkles or something on here, don't we? I don't know. It's kind of like a finished card. That's the whole idea of print and cut. So you're not fighting. And that skunk adorable. With all his little cutesy wootsy stuff. I haven't really been feeling like doing a lot of stamping lately. It's like I've been stuck on die cuts and Cricut stuff. And just really haven't been wanting to stamp a whole lot. I go through phases, y'all. I go through phases. But to show that yeah, we don't need that. I think that wouldn't look right. I don't think it would look like it belonged there. I don't think it would look like it belonged there. We still need a label, Linda. You still didn't do a label. Here we go. Nope. None of them are label-y enough for me. I love it when it gets cold. I don't like my knees getting cold, though, y'all. My kneecaps are cold right now, and it's not cold in here. It's crazy, I tell you. I'm looking through everything I've got sitting in front of me. Gotta have something that can be a label made. Something that can make a label. How about? These are all Christmas and stuff. Well, that bunny's not Christmas. Does the bunny have words? No, the bunny doesn't have words, Linda. None of these are label things, y'all. So I've been pulling out all my Spellbinders stuff, trying to put it all together right here in the attempt to get organized. So that's why that's all there. Hi, Jackie. How you doing? We need a label. All have stickers and things, places. I know I do. Sometimes things are just like, they don't, my brain, they don't fit. They don't fit in my brain, y'all. And a label is not something that, oh, hey, what's this one? What's this Mimi one? We can make a heart label. We can make a surprise inside label. Surprise inside. We can put a surprise inside maybe. I don't know if it works, if it fits or not. I'm checking to see. Oh yeah, that surprise inside will fit on there perfect. And put like a little gift card inside of it. Turn it into a gift card holder. And our label can say surprise inside. Or we can say love letter. Well, I'm not sending anybody a love letter. Can the snail be a label? Isn't he too cute? I love May stamps. God, this is so old. It's from, shouldn't put the year. Oh, yeah. It's from 2018. I always forget that I have this. Where's my, oh, where is it? Clean your area, Linda. Clean your area, Linda. And now you don't know where nothing's at. Don't know where anything is anymore. Where's my action word stamp set? I don't know. I don't know, do you? Let's do that. Let's just put... I don't know. I probably won't mail it to nobody, so let's just put a love letter label. I'm trying to decide what color I want the paper to be for it. Do I want to use actual sticker paper? I don't know if I even have actual sticker paper sitting next to me. You know, to make it like an actual label. Actually, I'm going to go with special delivery. Nope, we're going to go with surprise inside. Surprise inside. And we're going to stamp it on some white cardstock. And we're going to make a label out of it. That's what we're gonna do. Are you crocheting right now, Miss Jackie? What you up to, Miss Jackie? Are you crocheting? We'll turn it into a gift card holder on the inside. And then that's why this label will make it make sense. It'll make make our label make sense. I should have used my secret weapon from, but that's good. That works. All right. Put this back. Where'd the stamp set go? Oh, there it is under the card. There it is under the card. There it be. Put this back so you don't lose it like you've lost all those other things. And then to keep it safe, not safe, to keep it straight, and cut it just like so. I mean, you wouldn't generally put that on a card, would you? If you're giving them a gift card, you wouldn't put the label that says surprise inside. They may think, oh, that's the surprises. I love you. Or when we open it. All right, let's tape that down. That's our label, but it's hard to see it from. So we're going to go around the edges. I'm looking for a blue-gray that I have. That's not it. Oh my God, here it is right here. I'm going to take this Olo blue-gray 7.0. And from the back side, so if I slip, I don't do it on the front. And I'm just going to come along right here. No. So I'm going to have to do at an angle because I want it to be seen. I want to differentiate from the background. So I'm just at a little angle. There. And then it makes it look like a little shadow or something so that it looks... And we're going to try to carefully put tape on here. I'm really bad about going straight with these. There we go. And we'll put it just like so. Surprise inside. Do 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 do. Somehow you got thrown into earlier in the video. I like when that happens. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, what do you mean by thrown into the earlier in the video? I don't know what you mean by that. YouTube is finicky sometimes. All right, we're going to make the inside a gift card holder. And we're going to do the easiest way we can. the easiest way. I know. It's a little different of a purple, but it's okay. It'll be all right. I was in the current live, but I got out into earlier in the live, like in the middle of it or something, and I didn't realize it. Oh. All right. Now I gotta remember how to do this. So I want... I want it to be... say 3 inches tall. No, I don't want it that tall, because the card's going to sit in it. So I want it to be about 2 inches in height. I don't know what I'm doing. My brain is like trying to make me do something that it doesn't know what the heck it's doing. Yeah, we're going to do 4 inches. We're going to do 4 inches wide. And you got their identical in size here. This is going to be the easiest gift card holder ever. Ever. We're going to open our card up. And we're going to take this, right? And we want... It's probably going to be confusing because Linda's figuring this stuff out as she's going. All right. I know that half my card is 5 inches. So I only want this to come in about 2 inches. 2 1/4. We're gonna do it on both of these so that it's... Wait, that wasn't the right measure. Make sure that they're the same. Nope, that first one was the right one. Guys, this is what I do when no one's watching. You're seeing what I do when nobody's watching. This is how I craft. When I have nothing figured out. All right. And then I want it to come up at about 1.5 inches tall. So about 1.5 inches tall. There's probably an easier way, but this is Linda's thinking. This is how Linda thinks. Therefore, this is how Linda does it. You're going to get him a little McDonald's gift card for Valentine's Day. I'm thinking of grandkids and stuff. All right. So then I can take my trimmer. And I put the mark with the score. The cut mark. This one is where I'm cutting. This one is for scoring. So it's going to go just like so. And I don't... So it measures, if anybody needs to know measurements, it's 4 by 3 3/4 with a score line. at 2 1/4. And the other one should be the same. The big part is the part getting cut off. So these are like not part of it. Okay. I'm gonna lay them across from each other like this, with the bigger ends facing out and towards the middle of the card. And I'm gonna fold this over like this, and I'm gonna fold this one over like this, and then I'm gonna take glue, and I'm just gonna put glue right here and right here. I'm gonna line these up together. I'm going to line them up together because they're going to get glued together. You see what I just did? This is a pocket. This is a pocket now, and I should have put little finger thingies, but I didn't. So you should, if you have put a little finger dip in there. I didn't do that. I don't even have a gift card sitting here. But I have this. So you guys can get the idea. See? Then I'm going to put glue here. I'm going to line this up as close. I'm going to put this directly on that score line. I want this piece right here to be directly on that score line. Is it straight? I think it is. All right, that side's glued down. Now we need to glue this side down. I'm not putting glue in the score area though. Just the thingamajigger. Boy, I went from I'm printing things out and cutting them to actually making something. Lo and behold, look at that. Okay. But I don't want the inside of my card to look like that. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. We can't have that. So, we're going to fold this. We're going to score it down real good. We're going to burnish that real good. There's another way to do this. Hey, Stacy! I seen somebody said, hey, Stacy. But I don't see Stacy's name. Oh, there's Stacy. I see the kitty cat now. Hey, Stacy May. How you doing, hon? So there you go. And your thing will just go, your little gift card will just go right in there. And it wouldn't be that tall. It would be shorter than that. But look, it still fits. See? You could put money. You could put a gift card. You could probably even put a thin piece of candy or a lollipop or something in there if you wanted to. But let's cut down. Let's measure our card. It's 5 by 7. So, you're here, you're doing fine. Okay. Hugs, honey. I feel like you need them. Alright, I'm going to cut this down to 5.5 because that'll be my paper exactly. But then I'm going to make them smaller than that. But I'm going to cut my paper exactly in half first. Alright. I got to use my other trimmer. This doesn't cut past. Well, we can do it up. We can do 6 inches. we'll do 6. By 4 3/4. And we're going to take and test one side. And it leaves us a little bit of a thick border there. So we're going to take, just to make it a little more even, a little more off the side here. So we'll go down to 4 1/2. Just to make it look a little more uniformish. Yeah, see? Because the whole idea is we want to hide this piece. So, do it like that. So then we'll double check our measurements because we're going to cut a second one the same size. So we're going to do 4 1/2 by 6. Okay, I can go 6 by 4 1/2. You're done. Yay. Everybody should be medicated and happy now. So 4 1/2. There we go. And I'm putting tape on here because I'm just easy peasy route, guys. And I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to try to make it so that it's even on, the border is even up here as from down there. Tuck that tape back behind. I don't want it sticking out. That's about right. And I'm pushing it up against this. And then when I put this one on this side, I should have the same size border going around. Come on out from under there. Come out, wherever you are. Yeah, I guess all my Saturday peeps are doing other things because I didn't come on at 1. But, so I had to make some things for some people, and they had to come pick them up today. And I didn't want to be in the middle of doing that. In the middle of doing a live and them show up. And so that's why I said later today. And so now I'm going to line this up right here. And I'm going to line it up this to be even, Steven as I can with that. And it's, there we go. And now you can't see the thing that holds this mechanism for your gift card. See? And of course, when I do it like that, the card will open this way. And their gift card will be right there. And if you want anything popped up, you know, you can add it to it. Yes. Yeah, we do. We do. I don't have a lot of things outside of YouTube to do, but yeah. Sometimes they just happen to fall on my scheduled time. You know, I like to try to be here when my peeps are here, though, because I've cut down to 3 days a week, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. It breaks up the day for me to keep my self in check. Let's put some hearts in here because we can. Let's put some pretty blue hearts in here. Let's do pretty. We're doing unicorn colors, so let's just do it up. Let's just go to town on this. Because guess what? We can. Let's add some pink and main cardstock color Riverwalk. I like Riverwalk. It's a pretty color. I got a couple of sheets of this left, but let's use it anyway. Yes, hearts. Oh, look. Good. Perfect. I'd already cut that one anyway. For some reason it fit. It's so thick, guys. I love it. Feels like more than one piece of cardstock, but it's not. It's 110 pound. Well, it says 100 pound solid core cardstock. This stuff is thick. And if you decide to go to Pink and Main and purchase any paper, in my description box is an affiliate link. That's the only place I've ever earned any money from. They earn a couple dollars on Facebook. They're the only ones who, Pink and Main are the only ones who would. Well, Sizzix and Ranger, they gave me affiliate links. I think they're in my thing too. But like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't think I can rip this paper the way I want to see. I might be able to, but I don't think I can rip this the way that Stephanie rips her cardstock. Plus, I don't need to rip it that bad. But I'm just curious to see if I can now. With this plate. Ooh, yeah, I can. Look at that. And it's solid core. I love that. Love it. Good paper. Making hearts. Yes, we're making hearts. That's what we're doing. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm doing. I'm making hearts. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, gosh. Gosh, guys. You ever worry about yourself? Sylph, are you okay today? And the reason I chose that one because I thought it would be pretty to have the little bouquet on one side, right? And then I can put the little blue hearts around the card and other places. I mean, it kind of jazzes up a print and cut. You know? See? Look at all these cutesy witchy hearts. Okay, Pokey Tool. Pokey Tool, where are you? Here we go. And I'm pretty sure this is a Temu die. So if you shop Temu, pretty sure this whole, it's one set. Comes with all this. It was gifted to me. And I love it. And I don't care that it's Temu. I love it. It's so pretty. Alright, we're going to lift this out. Get that out of the way. I was just going to be cutting up my print and cuts. But we're going to get this craft roulette card done. This is going to be our craft roulette card. Yeah. It is. So. Yeah, watch. Watch. What is it the redneck say? Hold my beer. Watch this. There. I should cut it out of another color too. I don't really have a whole lot of the green on here, but let's get all these little pieces out and out of the way. If I wasn't lazy, I would pull out the tray and put all them in there, but I'm being lazy right now. I'm having fun. Hey, Mitch, how you doing? I'm making cute little Valentine's cards and stuff. You guys have girls that go to school and give out Valentines. Well, I just made an easy peasy gift card holder, and we're decorating it now. So you put the little gift card holder in here, and you just like, if you want to give them like, yes, it is cardstock. I did, this was Cricut. I designed that in Cricut Design Space and then printed it out. And then I die cut these. Yeah, pretty much it is delicate. Look, it is, but it's cardstock. It's pretty, isn't it? I love it. Anyway, I'll move those aside. And we're going to cut our bouquet off. They don't need to see all these strings, so we're just going to cut it right here at the strings. Reminds me of a tree in the roots. It's a love tree, yo. No. Or a bunch of balloons. But anyway, I'm going to cut it like that. And then it's going to live right here. You guys can probably see that better than I can because this is blocking my... There we go. And again, I should have put double-sided stick on the back so it could made it a sticker, but I didn't. So I said to myself, Sylv, we're going to put our glue right here. This is when I wish I was not using a fine tip because it's like I really want the glue to come out. Remember when we were kids and we would put the glue, the paste on our hand, let it dry, and then peel it off? That's what doing this reminds me of. And then I'm just going to, so I'm not fighting with this. There's so many things you can do with these. It's like, I love this little design thing. But anyway, all right. And then we're going to put it right about there. And remember, you want a little space down here for them to write. If you want to write there a message to whoever. And you just wipe your hand off. And what doesn't come off, when it dries, it'll peel off. I forgot 2 pieces. Where? What pieces did I forget? You're half-blind too? Oh, me too. No, I don't go anywhere. I don't leave the house, Mitch. No. I teach people how to make them. And occasionally I'll sell a card here or there. Somebody will ask me, hey, will you make me a card? Like, Zach had me make a card for Jess's birthday, and then Vicky had me make some cards for her celebration, for giveaways, and then, Liz and Chris, Carnival Cruise Addicts, ordered some cards, but I don't generally sell. I just make them. It becomes too much like a job when you start doing all that. And, all right, so then I'm going to take this. Be a good idea. And I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it right there. I'm just going to let it cross right over into the purple. It's okay. It'll be all right. And I'm going to put another one. I'm going to go crazy, guys. See, my brain thinking is grandchildren, McDonald's gift card. They don't watch my stuff, so I can say what I want. in here. That's what I was thinking. Perfect little gift card. And then we'll just put just a, like, a heart here and a heart here. And then we're going to go smaller than the first one. So we'll put a smaller one there, which took up both those glue spots. And then we'll put a little heart right here. And then we'll go even smaller right there. This card is just filled with love. I love making Valentine's Day cards. And my Valentine has 4 paws. She don't get the cards, but she likes to chew on paper and, yeah. I'm probably one of the few people who allow their dog to chew on paper stuff. She won't play with toys, guys. She just won't. So, I've caught her playing with a toilet paper roll. And she actually was playing with it. And I was like, I'm not taking it away from her. I'm not scolding her. So now when I get new ones, I give her a new one to chew and play with. I know, probably a little offbeat, but hey, we could always put that in the middle. I like it. But let's see what the other hearts, they're different shapes. Let's see what they look like. See which one we like the best. Remember, we can't go over this. That's our little hinge part. Because remember, yeah, and you know what's sad though? See, I had a Shih Tzu prior to this one who passed away in 2024. May of 2024. And this one belonged to my best friend who passed away last, I want to say, in end of January, very beginning of February. The time frame is mucky in my brain. But this was her dog. And so I already have a ton, excuse my language, but a shit ton of dog toys. Because Maisie used to get a bark box, and then she had, anyway, so she had a ton of toys. I think I want this one. So anyway, but she wouldn't play with him. I tried to get her to play. Maisie would chase me around the house and would play, and this one won't. This one didn't do any of that. This one's handicapped though. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. Everybody that's been watching me a while already knows this. When I got her, I realized, after I got her groomed, I realized that her paw was severed before I got her. We think it might have got caught in a rat trap or something, but so her paw's just dangling and hanging there. So I think that's why she doesn't really play a whole lot. But when she started playing with that toilet paper roll, I was like, you have fun, baby. You live your best life. You play. So now I throw them at her and play, and she loves them. And I'm like, okay, that's what she wants to play with. That's what we'll play with. All right, we're putting that glue on. Yeah, that's a whole story there, huh? All right, we're going to put the blue heart here because, well, I like it. Yeah, maybe. And Shih Tzus seem to like paper, too. I don't know what it is about the paper, but they seem to really like it. And the groups that I'm in, that people, they're always talking about their Shih Tzus ripping up paper. And all right. So, I think we need more hearts on here. Do we need more hearts? Or is that enough? If I add more hearts, is it going to become... I think that's good. I think now, yeah, that's enough. Okay. I think now the only thing I need to do is add glossy accents to the eyes. Because remember, we have to have lights. That's why the eyes are yellow, because they're lights. Like the glowworm, when you squeeze them, hug them, and they light up. Well, these little monsters, when you squeeze them, they light up. And they start singing too. You light up my life. No, they don't. I'm being funny. In my world, they do. Anyway, do you think you think a 9 and 11-year-old would think a card like that's cute? Would like that card like that? Or you think they would think it's too childish? I think it's adorable. Yes, like a glow bug. Exactly. That's why I made their eyes yellow. I couldn't figure out what to do because, all right, craft roulette. Denise told me the parameters. The project was a card on a card. Here's my card on a card. So we got the card on a card. The colors were Unicorn Farm. I think that's Unicorn Farm colors. Don't y'all think so? Don't you think? The pink and the purple and the green and the yellow and the white. Because you got unicorns and white. Right? And then we had to have light or lights, and label. And I think the little monsters being lights. And then the surprise inside is our label. More comic book like at 13. Teens are, yeah, they definitely are. You think teen girls would be more comic book like though? We'll see. Alright, they're not quite teens yet. None of them are 12 yet, so they're not considered a tween. There's the one just turned 11 in December, so. Alright, I gotta make sure that this stuff's gonna come out before I. This is the final step for this card. And then when I printed these guys, I did these too, that we still gotta put on cards. And then I got the Mickey Mouse one that I did. See? And then the Thinking of You. These are more cards that I can cut out, that I designed, made printable, and Barbie fashion like kind of stuff for girls. Yeah. I think like maybe makeup bag gift holders or something too would work for them. So what we're going to do here is if I can get this stuff to come out. Oh no, guys. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Come on, come out of there. There we go. And it's going to look cloudy at first. If you haven't seen me put this stuff on before. They're cloudy at first. But then it dries clear. I want it to go all the way to the edge, but I don't want it to leak out. There we go. To the edge. Come on. There. And we're going to do all the eyes like that. So they're going to be like flashlight monsters. Mitch, if you've ever seen Denise say Linda puts that on everything, this is it. This is that stuff that they're always, because I love this stuff. Some people love stickles, and some people like, oh, I like glossy accents. It's like, I don't know. Oop, get a bubble. Get rid of the bubble. If you got bubbles, you got troubles. Get that bubble out of there. Come on, bubble, get out of there. There we go. We don't want no bubbles. Oh, I think we get a bubble. This stuff feels like when it dries, to me, it reminds me of a soft resin. That's what it reminds me of. So there we go. And that stuff will dry. And then it'll have the dimension. I mean, there's no glitter. Christopher was asking for glitter. But I don't really think it needs glitter. Not today. Not today. No glitter today. I think we met our parameters, y'all. Card on card. Color theme is Unicorn Farm. Card lights, which are the monster's eyes, like a glowworm. And then a label. And the surprise inside is the label. There we go. We did it. We made our craft roulette card. Now we just got to let that dry and take a picture. And I need to tape that shut. I need to tape this shut closed down like this so this stuff doesn't leak. Because it'll move if you have it at a different angle than you want it to be. And this tape I'm using, for those that don't know, is mint tape. And it doesn't tear my paper when I take it off. It's a low-tack tape, paper tape. So, it'll hold it there, though, hopefully, until that dries. Guys, those of you that came in and hung out with us while I was live, thank you so much. And those of you that watch my replay videos, you've made it this far. Even if you haven't made it this far, I wish you would hear me, but thank you so much. Your support means a whole lot to me. I appreciate it. Those of you that come in and hang out with me and talk with me, you guys don't realize what you bring to my life. You bring so much to my life because I'm here all by myself all day, you know, and I talk to the wall. So when I'm talking to you on here, I'm actually talking to real people, so it's really cool for me. So, oh, yay, I'm glad Kevlin likes it. Awesome. I'm glad you caught me too. So anyway, I'm going to stop getting mushy because I'm going to make myself cry. But anyway, I want you to know how much it means to me that you guys take the time out of your life and out of your day to spend time with me on here. And I appreciate it. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, everybody. And I will see y'all on Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow night, Cam Fam, what time? Type in #peeps. And 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if I'm remembering correctly, right? Is when you come on, when you're live tomorrow, Sunday? Yeah, #peeps, and that will show your channel. Let's give 8 Eastern, 7. Yeah, see, there you go. Give it a minute, and it'll show up for Cam Fam. That first one that came up is Christopher. If you notice it's showing, let's throw some cards in art. Oh, you're talking cruise food tomorrow night. Cool. You might need to try it again, Mitch. Because Christopher did it, and it might have preempted yours. Yeah, it should work now. There we go. So y'all check out the Cam Fam. They do some really cool stuff on his channel. They talk a lot of cruising stuff, cruise food and all that stuff. He's got some daughters that are adorable and a beautiful wife, and they cook food sometimes and just all kinds of cool stuff. So, all right, guys. Yeah, I'm not really like a connect and grow, but I like to have people share now and then to people that I like to watch. So, Oh, Taryn, you're more than welcome, hun. You are very beautiful. It's like I love listening to your voice. You've got a very soothing voice too. All right, guys, I'll just sit here and yammer all night. You know, it's like the dog can run away. Yeah, and she does. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I'm going to do what I do every time I end a live for those that have never been here before. I'm going to sing our way out. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Good night, sweetheart. Hope you enjoyed the show. Boo-doo-boo-doo-doo. Bye, everybody.